Good afternoon, live from Rancho Mirage High School in the Auxiliary Gymnasium. The Cube proud to continue to present the 12th annual Max Preps Holiday Classic. We now get ready for the start of the Gear to the Max Division third place game involving Cathedral Catholic and Serra of Gardena. Cathedral Catholic in the red uniforms, the gold numbering and lettering. Cathedral Catholic in the white jerseys. Along with producer Mike Serna, I am Pat O'Rourke. We are pleased to have you with us. Cathedral Catholic will have Austin Beach, a 6'5 junior, jump it up against Serra's Ian Carter. He is a 6'8 junior. And we are ready to go. The tip is won by Serra of Gardena. And so they start off with the basketball, coming with a record of 7-5. They lost to Erspring out of Germany in the semifinals yesterday. The Cavaliers up top have Jason Richardson. They'll kick it over the right corner, get back to Richardson. Free throw line, Caleb Wilson. He feeds in the corner for the jumper on miss. Tracked down by Beach. Beach quickly throws it in front. It was a heartbreaking loss for Cathedral Catholic yesterday against Beverly Hills in the semis, a game we call it here on High School Q. Up top, this is Reed Johnson giving away to Cameron Moore. Moore back to Johnson. Johnson pulls up for the 16-footer, misses the jumper. The rebound is tracked down by Caleb Wilson. 7:10 to go in the opening quarter. Cathedral Catholic Dons and the Serra Cavaliers. Here's a pull-up jumper that misses. The rebound, though, goes to Ian Carter. He has it knocked out of bounds. It will stay with the Cavs. Carter, a very good player for Serra. He's got offers from Holy Cross, Loyola of Maryland, Brown, and Columbia. To give you an idea, he's also a very good student as the left-handed shot misses by Carter. Rebound pulled in by Beach and Cathedral Catholic. This is Cameron Moore nearly getting it stripped. Gets it back in traffic, goes to the goal, scores, but a charge against Moore. So the first foul of the game comes a minute 15 in. Moore played so well down the stretch for Cathedral Catholic in that loss to Beverly Hills, but then missed a critical free throw with 0.3 of a second left when he had a front end of a 1-and-1. He could have made two shots to give his team the win. The other direction, we've got Jason Richardson scoring the goal. Our first points of the game, and Serra is in front. Again, this is the Gear to the Max third place game. It's the 12th annual Max Preps Holiday Classic. Nice pass down to Matthew Elliott, and Elliott scores off the window. Elliott averages just 1.2 points per game, but he played a nice game yesterday, and he gets 2 there. Elliott had 4 points and 6 rebounds against Beverly Hills yesterday. Here's a lob. The catch, Carter can't actually hold on, and it's taken away by Reed Johnson at Cathedral Catholic. Here come the Dons. Beach to the goal, runs over a man and gets called for the charge. Beach fouled out of yesterday's game, and that hurt Cathedral Catholic down the stretch. He committed some bad fouls in that one, and that most recent play was an easy call for the official. We've played over 2 minutes, tied at 2. Serra was down big to Erspring yesterday, down by as many as 20 points, and they came back and got close, but ended up losing by 8. That was in the other semifinal. Behind the back with the dribble is Jason Richardson, a 6'2 senior. Moves to his left, gets in the lane, and scores for the right-hander. Richardson has all 4 of the Cavalier points. Bringing it up is Cameron Moore. Moore over to Beach. Back to Moore on the feed from Johnson, and a foul against the Cavaliers. First foul of the game called against Serra. Foul goes against Janali Gale. Here's a shot inside the lane by Johnson that misses. The rebound pulled in by Carter. Less than 5 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Wild shot, air ball caught by Beach. Beach through traffic. Tries to kick it into the corner, but it's another turnover on Cathedral Catholic. Dons off to a slow start here. Here's Richardson. Stolen away by the Dons. Ahead to Beach. Beach hangs in the air, gets it stripped by Carter. Long pass ahead, going up and scoring another layup is Jason Richardson. 4 turnovers for Cathedral Catholic. 4:26 to go in the opening quarter. Serra off to a 6-2 advantage. Here is a shot inside the lane by Moore that misses. Rebound, a grab by Caleb Wilson. Wilson pulls up at the top, feeds Carter. And they'll reset. Kobe Smith, a 6'4 freshman, is into the game for Serra. He catches on the left wing. Here's Gale. Now Richardson. Nice feed. Underneath, unable to score is Caleb Wilson, and then he gets fouled. Cathedral Catholic doesn't have to guard Serra too much on the perimeter. Serra really struggled shooting threes yesterday. They were 0 of 13. However, they defended the 3 well, as Erspring was just 1 of 17 from behind the arc. Here's the free throws for Caleb Wilson. He misses the first. That foul was on Reed Johnson, his first. For Cathedral Catholic, Dallas Cunningham comes into the game for Kyle Kappas. Second free throw is good. 7-2 the score in favor of Serra. This is the Gear to the Max Division 3rd place game at the Max Preps Holiday Classic. Cameron Moore through defenders, everything but the finish. The rebound to Johnson. He can't score. Beach gets an opportunity, and he puts it in. So the Dons are within 3, sitting back in their 2-3 zone. 3:26 to go in the opening quarter. This is Richardson. Kicking it out for a 3 by Kobe Smith. No. Rebound to Beach. Beach already has 5 boards. He's got some great length for this Dons team. He catches along the baseline. Kicks it up top. Reed Johnson 3. Good. Johnson ties the game at 7. 3 minutes to go in the opening quarter. 5-0 run for Cathedral Catholic. Pat O'Rourke with you here on the cube. Mike Cerna, the producer and cameraman. Here's a long 3 that is good for Jason Richardson. He already has 9 points. And Serra, after going 0 for 13 from behind the arc yesterday against Erspring, hits a 3-pointer here in the opening quarter to go up 3. Austin Beach tries to spin around along the baseline, and then he is fouled by Richardson. First personal against Richardson. Coming into the game, E.J. Green, a 5'9 junior, no relation to A.J. He will check in for Kobe Smith. The inbounds for Moore. Here's Moore getting it back on the wing. Moore steps to the foul line, extended. Gets it back on the give and go. Can't finish. That's a good pass up top by Elliott. Serra brings it the other direction, and it leads to an open layup underneath for Caleb Wilson. 5-point advantage again for Serra. They're on a 5-0 run. This is Cunningham trying to force it down low to Elliott, but it's stolen away by Wilson. 5 turnovers on the Dons. 1:50 to go in the opening quarter. Richardson thinking about the long 3 again. Pass, forced down, and then stepping back and draining the 3 is Caleb Wilson. He's got 6 points. Serra has their big lead at 8. 1:27 to go in the quarter. This is Reed Johnson kicking it over to Moore for a 3 from the wing. Cameron Moore connects his first points of the game. He scored 10 yesterday against Beverly Hills. It's a 5-point game in favor of Serra. Carter over in the corner. Hits it back to Wilson. Now Richardson back to Wilson for a 3. Rebound pulled in by Moore. Ahead to Beach. He gets it stripped out of his hands. Jason Richardson the other direction. Richardson spinning his way around. Great pass and the finish for Caleb Wilson. Less than a minute to go in the quarter. 7-point lead for Serra. More dribbles on the high right. Moves to his left. Right behind the back dribble. Haynes in the air. Wanted to foul it and get it. Loose ball grabbed by Wilson. He'll feed it ahead. And it's out of bounds off Cathedral Catholic. And checking into the game will be Terrence Mitchell, a 6-foot senior. He enters for Gale, who just took a hard fall. 37 seconds to go in the quarter. 5-second differential between the game clock and shot clock. The inbounds for the Cavaliers. It will go to E.J. Green. He wants a three. That rattles out. Rebound pulled in by Johnson. Shot clock is off. 25 seconds to go in the quarter. Again, this is a third-place game in the Gear to the Max division. Arguably the second most competitive division in this Max Preps Holiday Classic after the Open. 11 seconds to go. 8 seconds. Moore in traffic. Kicks into the corner. Cunningham three. No. Rebound grabbed by Richardson. 1 second. His heave at the buzzer. No good. And at the end of one quarter of play, it's Serra of Gardena leading Cathedral Catholic of San Diego by the score of 17-10. You're watching the Max Preps Holiday Classic on theCUBE.
Folks, the Max Preps Holiday Classic is arranged for this game on court 2 here at Rancho Marsh.
Seventeen 10 lead for Serra after one quarter of play. Jason Richardson already has 9 points. 8 points for Caleb Wilson. That comprises all the scoring for Serra. 4 different players have scored for Cathedral Catholic. Cathedral Catholic, though, had 6 turnovers in that first quarter compared to 2 for the Cavaliers. The Dons did have an 8-7 rebounding advantage. Cathedral Catholic, 6-5 on the year. They're averaging 55.6 points per game. They're allowing 53.5 per contest. They've played in their share of close games. 6 games, 6 of their 11 decided by 6 points or less. They're 3-3 in those games. They're also 3-1 in games decided by 3 points or less. They're coached by Will Cunningham. He's in his 6th year. He's won 110 games and lost 48. That includes a 15-11 record last year. There's an argue, I guess, over the possession arrow, or what was called a jump ball earlier from the Serra coaches. So Cameron Moore and Cathedral Catholic with the ball. Here's a three by Beach. That is good. He cuts the lead down to 4. Austin Beach leads Cathedral Catholic with 5 points. We're 20 seconds into the second quarter. This is Ian Carter. Back up top to Richardson. E.J. Green. They'll feed it Carter. His jumper from the foul line misses. Good rebound by Reed Johnson, who pulled down 15 boards in yesterday's game against Beverly Hills. Catching down low is Elliott. He can't score. The rebound to Carter. Serra wanting to push, as they're prone to do. They average 65 points a game. They allow 60.5 per contest to the Cavaliers. Pass left side of the lane. Grabbing is Caleb Wilson. They'll reset with 15 on the shot clock. Richardson looking at the zone. Steps in between it. Fires up the jumper. Misses from 15. Rebound pulled in by Johnson again. So Johnson already with 4 boards. Beach has 5. This is Moore. Moore is going to draw the foul against E.J. Green. His first. So Cathedral Catholic will inbound near the Serra bench. The Dons of San Diego down by 4. 6:34 to go in the half. Getting it stripped is Moore. He retrieves it. Steps inside the lane. Haynes in the air. Tough right-hander. Misses off the back iron. Good battle by Elliott to tip the rebound to Beach, who misses the short jumper. Loose ball on the floor again. This is a tie-up. And this time the possession arrow points the way of the Cavaliers. .6:16 to go in the first half. This is Richardson. They'll kick it out on the left side for a three that rimmed out for Green, and it's pulled in by Cameron Moore. The jumper misses from the corner. The tip rebound goes to Terrence Mitchell. Inside the lane, this is Carter kicking it back out for a long three by Richardson. That is an air ball. .5:45 to go in the second. Losing it is Johnson. Dangerous pass caught by Cunningham with 17 on the shot clock. Beach fires a three in the corner. Misses off the side of the backboard. Loose ball on the floor. Carter came away with it. Serra holds the possession. This is Gale. Now in the corner to Carter, stepping in baseline, leaning in, left-hander, good. Ian Carter has his first points of the game. Here's Johnson. Swing it around. Cunningham, three, right corner, no, off the back iron. Tip rebound out to Johnson. Even when he's not in the lane, Johnson getting rebounds. Here's a three by Beach. And the board grabbed by the Cavaliers, Terrence Mitchell. The senior's pass is out of bounds. Deflected. The officials saying it was kicked out by Cathedral Catholic. The Cathedral Catholic bench saying they didn't touch it, that it should be their basketball. Or they're saying that it hit Serra last. Serra up by 6 here with 4:48 to go in the half. Pretty defensive game at this point. On the high right side, Caleb Wilson. He's got 8 points, all in the first quarter. This is E.J. Green getting stripped and losing it. Third turnover on the Cavs. Cameron Moore, primary ball handler, throws it ahead. Now gets it back on the feed from Jacoby Richmond. Richmond catches along the baseline, runs into traffic, down the Beach. Back out to Moore. Swing at Johnson in the corner. Good ball movement. Open three by Kyle Kappas. Misses. Reed Johnson is there to grab the rebound and get the layup. We saw him do that on a few occasions against Beverly Hills yesterday. Down to a 4-point game. Serra's hit 2 threes in this game after going 0 for yesterday. Down low. Missing is Wilson. A battle for the rebound and a foul against the Cavaliers. And it looks like there were some words exchanged there between Johnson of Cathedral Catholic and Wilson of Serra. Wilson just picked up his first personal. 14 fouls on the Cavs, 3 team fouls on Cathedral Catholic, 3:59 to go in the first half. The Gear to the Max Division third place game. So it's Don's basketball. Austin Beach. Now they're down to Reed Johnson, working against Caleb Wilson. He throws it away. Here come the Cavaliers, and the finish by Kobe Smith. The freshman gets his first points of the game. Serra back in front by 6. This is Moore. Moore moves it back right. Moore kicks it in the corner. 3 by Richmond, an air ball caught by Johnson, and Johnson will score. Johnson already has 7 points and 8 rebounds. So often those air balls go to the offensive player underneath. 3:07 to go in the half. Up top, a 3 by Gale is good. Janelle Gale. And Serra matches their biggest lead at 7 with under 3 minutes to go in the half. This is Cameron Moore. Great feed underneath. Johnson, another layup. All set up by Moore, who had 10 points, 5 steals, 2 assists, and 6 turnovers yesterday against Beverly Hills. 5-point game again in favor of the Cavaliers. Between the entire defense, flipping it up and in and drawing the foul is Janelle Gale, and he'll head to the foul line. 5 points off the bench for the 5'8" junior. Jacoby Richmond picking up his first personal there. Gale converts the three-point play. Serra has their biggest lead of the game at 8. 2.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Cameron Moore has picks on both sides. He chooses to go right. And feeds Beach up top. Beach between defenders, flips it up and in, but they're going to get a foul on the floor. It's going to go against Richardson. That'll be his second. Richardson, the game's leading scorer with 9 points. Him and Cathedral Catholic's Reed Johnson each have 9. The inbounds goes to Beach. Kyle Kappas, 5'11" junior. Back to Beach in the corner. Beach, great spin move, goes to the basket, and then swatted away by Caleb Wilson. It will stay with Cathedral Catholic. Inbounds to Moore. Johnson in the corner. Kappas to Moore. Moore pump fakes and treble. 8 turnovers now in the Dons compared to 3 for the Cavaliers. 2:03 to go in the half. The 4th game of the day from the auxiliary gymnasium here at Rancho Mirage High School at the 12th annual Max Preps Holiday Classic. Nearly an over a back violation against the Cavs, but Richardson catches. Tough shot. Wanted the foul call, didn't get it. Long rebound out to Kappas. Kappas ahead to Beach. Beach along the baseline. Hangs in the air and flips it up and in. Austin Beach has 7 points. Lead is down to 6. Beach, very good scorer for this Cathedral Catholic team, and we're going to get a timeout called by the Serra Gardena bench. With 1:33 to go in the half. Are you enjoying today's live broadcast? Would you like to see more? Well, you can share your own events live. In fact, you can record your own events live to the cloud and share it with your friends instantly. It's so easy. Simply download our app and start sharing your team's events today. We also encourage you to let your friends know. Text classmates, share on Facebook, post an update on Twitter, and don't forget to include the hashtag CUBE. 1:33 to go in the first half. Cathedral Catholic is trailing Serra of Gardena by the score of 27-21. It is Serra basketball. Inbounding, Caleb Wilson right near center court. We'll throw it in the backcourt to Gale. Janelle Gale between defenders. Gets it back. Caleb Wilson thought about the three. Instead feeds Carter. He hangs in the air and scores with the left hand. Ian Carter's got his second basket. And Serra's back up by 8. Here's Austin Beach. Beach spins his way around. Tough right-hander. Nice quick move there by Beach. He's got 9. Back to a 6-point game. Less than 1 minute to go in the half. A strip. Loose ball near midcourt. Cathedral Catholic trying to apply a trap. Loose ball on the 4. Knocked away by Moore. Moore goes to the goal. Gets his strip right back. It's out of bounds off of Serra. And we're going to get a timeout called by the Cathedral Catholic bench. 48 seconds to go in the first half. And Serra is in front by 6, 29-23. Serra coached by DeJuan Hurt. He led them to a state title in 2010. They were 22-10 last season. They made it to the Southern. They were in the Southern Section Open Division last year, and in the regionals, they made it to Southern California's Division IV semifinals. They've been involved in quite a few close games as well, just like Cathedral Catholic. In fact, 9 of their 12 games this year have been decided by 8 points or less. The inbounds from Moore. He'll feed Kappas. And Kappas has it knocked out of bounds off of the Cavaliers. You've got Kappas, Johnson, Beach, Richmond, and Moore on the floor. Moore doing the inbounding. He feeds Johnson for a baseline jumper that misses badly. Rebound underneath to Moore. Moore pump fakes, gets his man in the air a couple times, throws it up, wanted a foul, didn't get it. Entire Cathedral bench can't believe there was no foul call. 31 seconds to go in the half. On the left side for Serra is Micah Dykes. 20 seconds to go in the half. There's about a half-second differential between the game clock and shot clock, so Serra can really hold here for the last shot. Pass knocked out of bounds off of Cathedral Catholic with 7 seconds to go. Serra up by 6 with the basketball. The inbounds. Finally thrown in, and it's knocked into the backcourt with 5 seconds. Here is Caleb Wilson with 2 seconds, missing the 3. The tip also no good. And at the end of one half of play, Serra will settle for a 6-point advantage heading into the break. 29-23 in favor of the Cavaliers. You're watching the Gear to the Max Division third place game from the 12th Annual Max Preps Holiday Classic at Rancho Mirage's Auxiliary Gymnasium. This is the place to watch, share, and broadcast events, The Cube. 29-23 in favor of the Serra Cavaliers. They are led by 9 points to half from Jason Richardson, including 4 assists. 8 points for Caleb Wilson. Janelle Gale has 6 points, 4 for Ian Carter, and 2 for Kobe Smith. Cathedral Catholic is led by Austin Beach and Reed Johnson, who each have 9 points. Also, they have done well on the glass, have Johnson and Beach, as Beach has 6 boards and Johnson has 7. 3 points for Cameron Moore, 2 points for Matthew Elliott. We are underway with the second half, the third place game in the Gear to the Max division. Pass left of the lane to Reed Johnson. Moving to his left, catching and missing the shot is Moore. The rebound out of bounds off of Serra. It will stay with Cathedral Catholic. Cathedral Catholic, a 19-10 rebounding advantage in the first half. They did have 8 turnovers compared to 4 for Serra. Pass down to Johnson, knocked away, grabbed back by Moore. Moore. And we're going to get a whistle and a foul on Serra. It's going to go against Caleb Wilson. That's his second.
Caleb Wilson is second, team first.
The inbounds thrown out. He was looking for Johnson, was Moore, and he threw it away. So 9 turnovers on the Dons. Serra was 11 of 27 from the field in the first half, including 3 for 9 from behind the arc. Cathedral Catholic was 10 of 27, and also 3 for 9 from behind the arc. Here's Moore knocking away the ball. He dives right into the scorer's table. It is still Serra basketball. We're in the auxiliary gymnasium at Rancho Mirage High School for the 12th annual Max Preps Holiday Classic. Great bounce pass. Carter finds Wilson. Wilson lays it in. He's got a game-high 10 points. Serra matches their biggest lead at 8. 7:03 to go in the third. Cameron Moore. Back to Johnson up top. Johnson working against Carter. Passes to Beach. Down low, Elliott. Spins around, scores off the glass. Matthew Elliott's second basket. The other direction, Richardson hangs in the air, can't score. Elliott the rebound. Knocked away. It's going to stay with Cathedral Catholic. The Dons are down 6. Both these teams losing their Gear to the Max Division semifinals yesterday. Pretty tight games, especially for Cathedral Catholic, who lost a heartbreaker by 1. Here's Austin Beach. Beach kicks it up. Top to Cameron Moore. Moore steps inside the lane. Outside, Beach for a 3 in the corner. A rebound to Carter, and then he is fouled by Moore. It's going to be the second personal on Moore. This is Jason Richardson bringing up the floor. Richardson through traffic to Beach. Beach ahead Johnson. Nice pass down low, a layup. Great feed by Moore. He finds Kappas. And Cathedral Catholic with 4 unanswered points to cut the lead in half. From 8 down to 4. Pass stolen away by Reed Johnson. Here's Beach in the front court. Finds Kappas. Moore will reset up top. Great bounce pass, and the layup by Elliott is blocked from behind by Carter. And then a foul in the backcourt against Beach. Beach fouled out yesterday, thanks in large part to a couple of fouls committed in the backcourt. This one's just his second personal. E.J. Green checks into the game for Serra as Richardson takes his seat. Here's a dangerous pass by Green, stolen by Johnson again. Serra getting careless with the ball. Great pass, Moore. Beach layup. And Cathedral Catholic is within 2. 6-0 run for the Dons. Pulling up, wanting the 3, Caleb Wilson. Beach rips away the rebound. His 7th board. This is Moore. Cathedral Catholic a chance to tie or maybe even take the lead with less than 5 minutes to go in the third. Wide open Kappas in the corner for the lead. He's got it. Kappas has scored all 5 of his points in the third quarter, and he's put Cathedral Catholic in the lead on this 9-0 run. Dangerous pass by the Cavaliers. This is E.J. Green traveling inside the lane. The Cavs had 4 turnovers the entire first half, but 3 here in the third, and they're down by a point. A 9-0 run for the Dons. .24 in the shot clock. Johnson holding up top. Johnson working his way against Carter. Here's Moore taking a 3 and draining the 3. Cameron Moore. A 12-0 run for the Dons. 4:14 to go in the third. This is Wilson catching. Wilson puts it on the floor. Pulls up. Right-hander misses. Rebound Elliott. 4 minutes to go in the third. Moore dribbles it back out towards the top. And then he is knocked to the deck by Caleb Wilson, who just committed his 3rd foul. End of the game for Serra. Jason Richardson. As Gale takes a seat. E.J. Green also checking out. Kobe Smith, 6'4" freshman, will guard the inbounds. He just checked in. Beach throwing it in. Pass to Johnson. Johnson catches and scores. Reed Johnson's got 11 points and 8 rebounds. A 14-0 run for the Dons. They were down most of this game, including by 8. Here's Richardson backing his way in. Kicking it out for a 3. Good. Terrence Mitchell draining the 3. Mitchell's first points of the game, and the Cavaliers needed that after the 14-0 run by Cathedral Catholic. Here's Cameron Moore. Backdoor looking for Beach. Knocked away. Loose ball picked up by Richardson. Long feet ahead. Great pass. Mitchell gets it blocked by Moore. That was a great pass to Mitchell, and good recovery by Moore to block it away. The inbounds from Ian Carter. Swing it around the perimeter. Cross-court pass. Now Richardson finds himself open for 3. He's got it. Second 3 of the game for Richardson. He's got 12 points. He's now the game's leading scorer, and he has pulled Serra even at 37. 6 unanswered for the Cavaliers. Moore tries to dribble through traffic. He can't do so. Here's Carter the other way, slamming it home and putting Serra back in front. An 8-0 run for the Cavaliers. 2:29 to go in the third. Johnson to Kappas on the wing for a 3, and the Dons are in the lead. Kappas has all 8 of his points in the second half. Cathedral Catholic by 1. That stops the 8-0 run for Serra. Good action in this third quarter. Here's Carter stepping in. Jumper connects. Ian Carter's got 8. Serra is in front by 1. Less than 2 minutes to go in the third. Drive into the goal. Reed Johnson getting it stripped. One of the foul call. Here's Elliott getting the loose ball and putting it in. Cathedral Catholic back in front by 1. The league changes continue in this third quarter. The Gear to the Max Division third place game. Stepping inside the lane, flipping it up, and drawing contact is Jason Richardson. He's headed to the foul line. Richardson makes the first free throw, his first trip to the line in this game. It's only the fourth free throw attempt we've seen in this game. Second one is also good. 14 points for Richardson. The 6'2 senior has put Serra back in the lead with 1:25 to go in the third. This is Moore. Moore spins his way around, pulls up free throw line, jumper, no. Rebound, Caleb Wilson. Here's a pull-up jumper by Richardson. Jason Richardson putting Serra on his back. He's got 16. 7 in the second half, and Serra leads by 3. 49 seconds to go in the third. Johnson kicks it out. Beach, the 3 for the tie. No, but he was fouled. And Beach is going to get 3 free throws. And Cathedral Catholic will send a player to the free throw line for the first time in this game. First one by Beach misses. Over in the main gymnasium, Harvard Westlake is playing Foothill in the Gatorade Division Championship game. Of course, also here on High School Cube. And Harvard Westlake leads that one 66-61 in the fourth quarter. Beach makes the second after missing the first. I'll head over to that main gymnasium and call to the Gear to the Max Championship game between Beverly Hills and Urspring of Germany. Beach makes 2 of 3 free throws, and Cathedral Catholic is within 1 again. 41 seconds to go in the third. It's been back and forth in this quarter. Richardson in trouble, looking to get rid of it. Finally feeds Wilson. Wilson pass underneath Carter. Carter, tough angle, hits the bottom of the backboard. Rebound out of bounds off of Serra. Shot clock is off. 29 seconds to go in the quarter. We'll have the Design Pro Division Championship game next here. Rancho Mirage, a host here, and we'll play against Los Osos as we've got a violation of carrying against Cathedral Catholic. Or an over a back violation on the Dons. .20 seconds to go in the third. Swing it around the perimeter. Here is an open 3 for Richardson again. Third 3 of the game. He now has 10 points in the quarter, 19 in the contest. 4-point lead for Serra. Here's Johnson at the buzzer. He has it rimmed out. The tip also misses by Zachary Green. And at the end of 3 quarters of play, it's Serra in front by 4. You're watching the 12th Annual Max Preps Holiday Classic on the Cube. Cathedral Catholic at one point on a 14-0 run in that third quarter. Had a 6-point lead after trailing by 6 at the half. But Serra bounces back strong to close the third quarter. And the Cavaliers lead by 4 as we start the fourth. It's Serra basketball. Janelle Gale into the game. This is Richardson, the game's leading scorer. They get it down low to Wilson. Back to Richardson up top. His three. Good again. Jason Richardson on fire. 22 points, 13 in the second half. And Serra's up by 7. Serra did not hit a three-pointer. They were 0 of 13 from behind the arc yesterday against Erspring. There's a missed shot, and the rebound pulled in by Carter. Richardson back to Gale. Now Carter at the foul line. Shoots over Johnson and connects. Ian Carter, the third player for Serra to reach double figures. He's got 10. Serra has their biggest lead of the game at 9. Over 7 minutes to go. Cunningham steps his way in, misses the shot. The tip rebound goes to Kobe Smith. Serra can go up by double figures here. This is Richardson. Haney in the air, missing. Deflected rebound, back to Richardson. Nice pass to Carter, had trouble handling it, out of bounds to Cathedral Catholic. .647 to go. This is Moore inside the lane, drawing contact, firing up the shot, missing off the back iron. Carter the rebound. Carter, I should say. In the front court, this is Gale. Serra's up by 9 with 6:20 left. They were down 6 at one point in the third. This is Richardson. Back out to Gale for a three from the wing. No. Tip rebound. Tracked down by Caleb Wilson. Cathedral Catholic's been outscored 22-7 since they had that 37-31 lead. Here's Carter against Johnson. Carter hangs in the air with the right hand and gets the kind bounce. Ian Carter has scored 8 of his 12 since intermission. 11-point lead for Serra. First time anybody's led by double figures. Down low, Reed. Back out Kappas. His three in the corner. No. Beach, the long-arm rebound, gets a shot blocked. Leans in and gets fouled. And that's going to be the 4th personal foul on Caleb Wilson with 5:32 left. So Beach shoots 2 free throws. He's the second leading scorer in the Dons at 11.4 points per game. He's a 58% foul shooter. And he makes the first one. He can get it down to single figures with the second. Terrence Mitchell into the game for Wilson, who sits down with 4 fouls. Another one for Beach. So he makes them both. It's a 9-point Serra advantage with 5:28 left. Swing it around, catching and shooting. Missing the jumper is Ian Carter. Rebound to the Dons. Moore swings it to Kappas, back up to Reed Johnson. Cameron Moore, just 6 points in this game. He averages 14 a game. Here's Kappas, a three. Good for Kyle Kappas. Much needed three for Cathedral Catholic. Kappas has scored all 11 of his points since halftime. The lead is down to 6. Carter against Cunningham. Carter in traffic. He draws the foul. It's going to go against Cunningham. with 4:47 to go. Cunningham's first personal. Each team's got a couple fouls to give as they're both at 4 team fouls. Faking the pass, stepping in, E.J. Green. Great bounce pass. Carter missed a shot. Grabs his own loose ball, puts it up, misses again. Rebound to Johnson. Kappas again. Thought about the three. Down to Cunningham. Cunningham pump fake goes up. Blocked away. Loose ball. Grabbed by the Cavaliers. And as he brought it in the front court, getting foul was Janelle Gale. So Cunningham now with his second foul. Richardson back to Gale. This is E.J. Green trying to work out of that trap. 4:13 to go in the game. Richardson, huge game with 22 points. He throws it to Green. Now Carter, jumper beyond the foul line. No. Battle for the rebound. Moore has it. Cameron Moore wants to push. Moore, bump to the deck. 15 foul against Serra. It's going to go against Janelle Gale, his second. 3:58 remaining. Cathedral Catholic is down 6. They've trailed by as many as 11. They were down 6 at the half. Once had a 6-point lead to the Dons in the third quarter. So we saw quite a few runs in that third quarter. Here's a three by Kappas. It banks in for Kappas. He didn't call it, but we'll count it anyway. 14 points for Kappas, and this game is a 3-point contest with 3:35 left. Richardson, nice pass underneath Carter. He gets it blocked, but a foul on the Dons. There was a lot of ball on that one. We all heard it, but it's going to go against Reed Johnson. Second foul. Carter will get 2 free throws. The Serra team is 4 of 5 from the line. Carter has not been to the line. He makes this one. Caleb Wilson with 4 fouls is checking back in with 3:32 left. And E.J. Green goes out. Another free throw for Carter to push the lead to 5. He does. So Carter, 10 of his 14 points in the second half. He also has 8 rebounds. 3:25 remaining. Here's Cameron Moore. Moore, a lot of dribbling inside the lane. Gets bumped, loses it, stripped away by Carter. Another turnover for Cathedral Catholic. Their 12th of the game. Here's Richardson inside the lane getting a strip. Retrieving near the baseline. Trying to back his way in, and we're going to get a 3-second violation against Serra. .304 to go. The Dons down by 5. Can we get another crazy finish? Like we saw in the game against Beverly Hills yesterday. Here's Moore. Bounce pass. He finds Johnson. Stripped. Knocked away on his way up. Loose ball grabbed by Richardson. Jason Richardson. They'll get it into the corner. Getting it back is Wilson. He leans in with a right-hander. Misses. Loose ball grabbed by the Cavaliers. And a foul on the Dons. Getting his hands on underneath was the freshman Smith. And Kobe Smith is going to the line. 2 shots after Cunningham commits his third. Smith misses the first free throw. Matthew Elliott's going to check into the game for Cunningham. Another free throw for Smith. He makes that one. 6-point lead for Serra. 2:34 left. Dallas Beach back to Cameron Moore. Open in the corner for 3. He's got it. Third 3 of the game for Moore, accounting for all 9 of his points. He has cut the lead in half. 2:21 remaining. Nearly over back, and that is going to be an over and back violation. Big turnover for Serra, their 10th of the game. So Cathedral Catholic with the basketball down 3, 2:14 to go. Cameron Moore switches left, Haynes in the air, passes to Johnson. Johnson scores the layup. Johnson's got 13 points. Less than 2 minutes ago, he has cut it down to a 1-point game. In trouble in the backcourt. They finally get it across, avoiding a 10-second violation. This is Richardson with 20 on the shot clock. Kobe Smith back to Richardson. Richardson leads in, jumper off the back iron. He gets the kind bounce. And a timeout called by the Cavaliers bench. With 90 seconds to go, Serra is up 3. And Jason Richardson has scored 15 of his 24 points since halftime. So a timeout called by the Serra bench. We'll take one on the audio side. You're watching the 12th annual Max Holiday Preps Class. The Max Preps Holiday Classic here on theCUBE. Catholic basketball down by 3, 1:24 left. Cameron Moore to Beach, back to Moore. He's going to try another 3, and he is fouled. Fouled by the freshman Kobe Smith. One thing you cannot do with 1:21 to go, he has put Cameron Moore at the line for 3 free throws. Moore makes the first of 3. He had that miss with 0.3 of a second in yesterday's game. He's a good free throw shooter, was 4 of 9 in that contest. His second one is also good. Cameron Moore now with 11 points. One of 3 Dons players in double figures. This one to tie the game. And he nails all 3 of them. 60-60, our score with 1:21 to go. Timeout called by the Dons bench. .121 to go. Serra has the basketball. They once led by 11 in this contest. Now all tied up. Gale, Wilson, Richardson, Carter, and Smith on the floor. Got to get it across. They finally throw it up. Catching is Wilson. Dangerous play there. He throws it to Richardson. Now they get it down to Carter, back to Richardson with 15 on the shot clock. Cathedral Catholic continuing for a trap, knocked away by Moore, stolen away by Beach. Beach the other way, misses the lay, and Johnson to follow. And Johnson has put Cathedral Catholic in front. 45 seconds to go. Here's Carter. Carter kicking it back out. Richardson between defenders. Great pass underneath, and the layup scored by Wilson. We're tied up again. 31 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. The Dons can hold for the last shot. Second straight day, they're going down to the wire. Lost a heartbreaking one-point game to Beverly Hills yesterday. Now all even with 15 seconds to go. Moore working against Gale. 8 seconds. Setting a pick is Elliott. Moore steps inside the lane. Has his shot blocked. Loose ball missed. Beach tries to get it. Beach again. No, but he is fouled. With 0.6 of a second left. And Beach, who was 4 of 5 from the line, is going to get 2 free throws. He only needs to make 1 to win this game with 0.6 of a second left. Although I shouldn't say that considering the antics we saw in yesterday's crazy finish. Cathedral Catholic lost on a basket and free throw by Beverly Hills yesterday with 0.3 of a second left. They lost by 1 point. And now Beach goes to the line for 2 free throws with the game tied and 0.6 of a second left. With 6'5" junior. Makes the free throw. And Cathedral Catholic calls a timeout. They have a 1-point lead. Beach has put them in front. It's almost better for him and the Dons if he misses the second free throw, but you got to make sure you hit the rim because the clock will start as soon as it touches somebody on a free throw miss. Austin Beach with 16 points. And now 5 of 6 from the line in the game. One more free throw for Austin Beach with 0.6 of a second left. Serra going to need a miracle to win this game, but we saw Beverly Hills pull off one yesterday against these same Cathedral Catholic Dons. So here is Beach. He does miss the second one, and Serra tried to call a timeout. The official's going to talk it over, see if there's any time. He hit the rim, and everybody just let it sit there. And they are going to get a timeout for Serra. And Cathedral Catholic fans and players and coaches got to be thinking deja vu from yesterday. And now they're going to find out how much time is left on the clock. They're going to put 0.4 of a second on the clock. Cathedral Catholic bench thinking there's no way that only 0.2 of a second of the clock can come off on a timeout. Now, it did look like that Carter, as he grabbed the timeout, was calling the timeout right away. You're still going to need to go the length of the floor of Serra. Now, what happened in yesterday's game against Beverly Hills is the man guarding the inbounder ran over a Cathedral Catholic player. In this case, it was Cameron Moore. Ran him over with no time coming off the clock without the inbounds pass even being made, and that led to free throws at the other end. But Moore missed the front end of a 1-and-1. So Cathedral Catholic and their head coach, Will Cunningham, still can't believe there's 0.4 of a second remaining. All the Dons have to do here is just get a piece of this inbounds. Don't let Serra get any kind of a shot off. There's not going to be a whole lot of time to catch and shoot for the Cavaliers, and now we're going to get a timeout called by Cathedral Catholic. One-point game with 0.4 of a second left. So Cathedral Catholic bench talking about defending this final 0.4 of a second. Another crazy finish for the Dons. Heartbreaking 1-point defeat yesterday against Beverly Hills. We saw some crazy plays in the final minute of that one. All you got to do is check the High School Cube Twitter feed to find out about those. So the inbounds from Kobe Smith. He also has Janelle Gale on the floor along with Terrence Mitchell, Jason Richardson, and Ian Carter. Here's a long baseball pass knocked away by Beach, and that will do it. The Cathedral Catholic Dons take third place in the Gear to the Max division as they defeat Serra of Gardena 63-62. The big-time free throw by Austin Beach with 0.6 of a second left put them in front. And they once trailed by 11 points in the second half, but came back to win this contest. Teams shake hands. We'll take a brief break on the audio side with quick recap coming up here on the Cube. Cathedral Catholic takes third place in the Gear to the Max division with a 63-62 win over Serra. Cathedral Catholic had 4 different players finish in double figures, including Austin Beach, who scored 16 points, including that clutch free throw to win it. 15 points for Reed Johnson. Johnson also had 9 rebounds. Beach had 7 boards. 14 points for Kyle Kappas. And Cameron Moore finished with 12 points. He's being recognized for being an all-tournament player. 6 points for Matthew Elliott. Also recognized is Beach. Jason Richardson was recognized as an all-tournament player for Serra. He led the Cavaliers in this game with 24, 15 of his 24 in the second half. 14 for Ian Carter. Caleb Wilson finished with 12. 6 points for Janelle Gale. 3 points for Terrence Mitchell, and 3 for Kobe Smith. Cathedral Catholic 8 of 10 from the line. Serra was 7 of 9. The Dons had 12 turnovers compared to 10 for the Cavaliers. Cathedral Catholic had a 26-23 rebounding edge. More to come here from the Auxiliary Gymnasium at Rancho Mirage High School. Coming up next, it will be the Design Pro Division Championship game featuring host Rancho Mirage. They'll play Los Osos. Emil Williams Jr. will have the call of that one, along with producer Mike Serna. For Mike Serna, I'm Pat O'Rourke, sign off from this broadcast. Again, it's Cathedral Catholic taking third place in the Gear to the Max division, 63-62 over Serra. You've been watching the 12th Annual Max Preps Holiday Classic on the Cube.